Let's get into something else. Let's talk real quick about. I've got written down here. What's the podcast? So, I think to describe the podcast, let me just start by briefly saying, if you're watching this on YouTube, you're most likely watching it on the Deathless TV YouTube channel, which is my YouTube channel. And over there, it's all heavy music related. It can go anywhere from kind of reactionary style videos for like breakdowns, like a breakdown compilation, or talks about different genres. But I want to do interviews there and stuff as well. So it's all kind of revolving around that. I'm really into deathcore personally, so a lot of it is going to be content around deathcore. And this podcast is kind of an extension of that in the sense that it's all going to be about music. That's basically the main thing we'll be talking about here. And
the thing we didn't talk about since the beginning.
The thing we haven't been talking. Well, to be fair, we're probably not going to talk too much about music in this one, just because I feel like just properly introducing ourselves and this being our first podcast as well, I thought it was maybe appropriate to kind of just test things out. So it doesn't have to be all metal related all the time, but that's for sure. That's basically what the podcast is going to be about. So I'm big into like deathcore, but correct me if I'm wrong, Cedric. I think you're super way into metalcore more than anything else. So we want to just talk about heavy bands in general.
Yep, that do breakdowns, man.
Yeah, just breakdowns, whatever genre they're in. And just kind of talk about music in general, but then obviously we can go over things that have been happening in the metal world and maybe take some deep dives into the past as well, right? We can go over some things that have that we were a part of, or tour stories, or just things
stories, man.
Yeah, I mean, the floor is open, right? We can basically do kind of anything. We've got a ton of ideas for this podcast, so it should be fun. Like I said, this one's probably just going to be kind of like a big intro, get to know us thing. But that's what you can expect, I think, from the podcast. We don't really know like how often we're going to upload, how long the podcasts are going to be. I don't have a count, but I'm assuming we've been going for a while now and have gone through like 2 of the 10 points we have on this page. So probably a bit on the longer side than the shorter side, but that's all things that we're going to kind of figure out with, I don't know, how we can fit it into our schedule and how things flow, and definitely readjust as we do these, right? I don't know if you've got anything to add in terms of what to expect here.
Yeah, no, it's pretty much it. I mean, I expect to have fun with my bro and talk and chilling, talking about music, about passions that we have in common. So for now, it's exactly that. So it feels great, man.
Yeah, for sure. You can, for now, the way we're going to have it set up, I mean, maybe it'll change, who knows, but for now, how it's going to be on the Deathless TV YouTube channel, there's going to be the long form video format of this podcast. And then there's also a Breakdowns for Breakfast clips channel that is created that is going to have shorter clips of just breaking it down by subject, something a little bit more digestible, searchable, and all that good stuff. And then we're also going to be audio only on all the typical audio podcast platforms. So that's kind of kind of where we're headed right now, content wise.
Yeah, as much as we like talk like on Facebook or while playing video games or anything, it's never like real conversations. If you know what I mean.
A little bit more video games, because we actually pass. It's kind of like a phone call at the same time, but you're always you're concentrated doing something else. So it's not the same kind of attention.
Exactly. I mean, in this moment, it feels like the same conversation we would have in French, like with beers and other people around, like speaking. You know, it's just like a real hangout with a friend, like classic, as simple as that.
No, for sure, and I think that's what kind of makes it even more stress free, in the sense that even if zero people listen to this episode after the fact, I'll just be happy we had this conversation, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's like, we had fun.
Yeah, just there's instantly no regrets. So.